back with heavy cream or with, stuff what we couldn't get.
Right.
The good brand of cigarette, or they came back with it.
So there was a market for it for sure.
Yeah.
You just had to know the right people.
Yeah, Czechoslovakia, you could get like coffee cups and coffee can and stuff what we didn't have in Czechoslovakia. And Poland, they said you could get cosmetics, which you couldn't get. But I was never allowed to go there or there.
Yeah, you're like, okay, I can get it, but how can I go get it?
Yeah.
So cosmetics for women and stuff just wasn't readily available?
No, not really, no. So I was in that outcast because I wasn't 100% communist, so I wasn't allowed to go Poland or Czechoslovakia or Bulgaria or Hungary.
Right.
So, yeah, that all went by face,
Yeah.
You could put an application in for it,
But they knew who you were already, yeah. It's still it's even that way here.
Yeah.
I mean, it maybe not to the same extent, but there is. And
if you had people in West Germany and they would send you money, you would get service a lot quicker under the table.
Right.
Like painting or whatever. They would for West German money, but who had that?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because it's really hard to get there. And if you did have enough, if they start looking, it's like, why do you have this?
Yeah, that too, I bet, yeah. Yeah, so it wasn't all bad. So all my bad experience I had in West Germany, not even here in the United States, because at first I didn't speak English. I was too busy because my German license was only good for 3 months.
Oh, so you had like...
Yeah, and here I could do it either in English or in Spanish, and I'm like,
speak either one.
why not? That was my goal that my husband sent me to, hold on one second, then my husband sent me to ESOL class to do my license, because I said, I'm not driving you anywhere, I don't. Yeah, that was my husband.
Oh.
So he brought that out. He was a doctor in mathematics and professor in physics.
Whoa.
Yeah. So they brought that out, and after he died, they needed somebody to continue his work. I mean, they came immediately and took the car away because he had the NASA sticker. He could go in any NASA.
Yeah.
And so they had to get the window out. They took the computer and gave me a new computer.
At least they gave you.
Yeah.
And he was a doctor in what again? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Here, this is his biography. Those are all his awards.
Yeah.
So he's a PhD in study of mathematics.
Yeah.
Meteorologist. Yeah, I was thinking that, but there's some serious math in there now. I'm not going to say that I'm really good at math.
But Obama took it all away when he sold NASA to a private organization, so I lost all the benefits from him.
Yeah, that starts getting into politics. People get really mad.
Yeah.
I tend to be, I can't say that I'm a old conservative. I'm more like libertarian. I like people should have their rights, and they shouldn't have that big a government. But we need a balance between the two, because it's a necessary evil.
Yeah.
I mean, without a decent form of government, people just go crazy.
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah.
got plenty.
Any other thoughts before we finish up?
No?
Well, Anna?
Yeah, good.
It's been so wonderful to
Oh,
talk to you.
yeah. See you next week.
Yes.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yes, I'll give you a call next week.
We'll show
And I'll have the media light.
one big piece of advice. What would you say to
Stay in school, learn what you can learn. Nobody can take that from you. But stay independent. Don't let the government tell you what to do or let it get to the point that you are not able to think for yourself. Then your problems start.
Right. Yeah, so you're there to say that. And I really think people should take that to heart because
The way they want you. Yeah.
yeah. I have to ask about the motorcycle story. you don't have to tell it, but
Oh, no,
David,
no. You know, in East Germany, a car, it took like 11 years. It took 11 years to get a car. And then we had a Trabant, a Skoda, and a Wartburg. I think those 3 cars. One was Czech, one was Russia, and one was Germany. So when you got pregnant, you put your child on the list, you know, or your own name on the list for a car. So we all rode a bicycle.
okay.
But then, when you get as a teenager, you want to be a little cool. So parents who were older, or not older, but our parents,
Right.
they rode what we call a Hühnerschreck. Hühner is a chicken, and
Okay.
Schreck is somebody what scares you. So like a chicken scare,
Okay.
you know.
Like turkey.
Yeah, it was just like one seat and a little faster than a bicycle if you would run it.
So you're not the pedal.
Yeah.
More like a scooter.
Yeah, but I had a motorcycle, a Java, 350 Java, which was pretty powerful.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
decent size. That's a decent sized bike.
Yeah, it's I weigh that that motorcycle was actually for my brother-in-law. But then my sister said, "Oh no, you know, no way, no way. We have kids. You are not getting on that, you know." So I took it on. I took it over, and I rode on it.
So
It was great. It was a Czechoslovakia. Java is Czechoslovakia.
okay.
And-
Were you a little bit of a hellion on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I fell one time really bad. Going in a curb, and I think there was an oil stain.
Oh, guys.
And I just, and
Was that the end of your
And then-
motorcycle riding days?
not really, for
Okay.
a while it was. And for a while, I did it carefully then, after I got stitched up and healed.
Get a bit of
But
road
no,
rash.
it wasn't the end of it. The end of it was when I got over to West Germany. So.
Now, and you said that you were shot when you were trying to escape.
Yeah,
Would you tell us
right
a little
here.
about
Yeah, yeah,
that? Oh, is that?
yeah.
That's the scar.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they swirl, I think. So because it's a long scar, I don't. They took it out.
Right.
They took it out in jail, and yeah, I heard the first shot, and they knew that I was there. The second shot went through my sleeve. The third shot would have killed me. So
Right. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I give up.
yeah, and then, yeah, 3 years.
What was it like in an East German prison? You're uncomfortable, but it,
No, I'm not uncomfortable. Do you know what? At the beginning, I didn't even think I would go to jail because they told me, oh, I'm young. Remember, I was 17. I
Right.
was in the middle of my what I learned, a
Right.
chemical lab, you know. And they were like, oh yeah, we're not gonna ruin your life. You're a good student, and. But I ended up on May 9th. They catch me on March 3rd, 69. And on May 9th, I had my trial, yeah. You never got paperwork for political people did not get any paperwork of any kind. So I got 3 years. But they said because of my behavior in court, I was sitting down on it's not a chair, it's a bench there where you sit, and I was sitting like this, yeah, like this, the whole time. But not because I wanted to be bad. I was nervous, you know. And then when my mom went up there and said, tomorrow is my birthday, my biggest birthday present is if I can take my daughter home today. I lost it. I lost it. I stood up and I don't even know what I said. But they thought it wasn't nice. So I don't know what I said. I don't know. But yes, 3 months,
Yeah.
3 years.
Was it hard? Was it easy? Did you ever harder? Because as people talk about prisons, I mean, and you hear horror stories, like, you know.
All right, I was in a prison called Hoheneck. Hoheneck was the strictest women prison. So all murderers, Second World War, concentration camp, those, they all worked in the kitchen. So they were in the same, there were 3 levels. They were on the downer level, they were all older too by then. So, but you know what, it is hard on the beginning, and we never learned anyway to say what we think.
Right.
So whatever they said was fair, was okay, except for, can I get
Yeah, we can stop.
I don't know who it is. Most of the time it's people